Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. This is Sidhu with your monthly market report for the month of August for Calgary. As you already know that COVID-19 has definitely impacted the market, but for the last couple months, we have noticed actually that sales in especially in detached homes have gone up. Um, Even though the total sales relatively have pretty much stayed the same when it compared like when it is combined all the categories, but in detached homes there was an increase of about 5% in the month of August. Obviously the low interest rates are helping quite a bit, and the buyers are out in the market if the product is priced right and it is actually sellable, if it is in a good condition. So let me give you the stats for the month of August. In detached, there were 992 sales, which was 5% increase from last year. And there were new listings, 1,482 new listings that came up, which was a decline of 7%. Just keep this in mind that the market is kind of balanced just because there is not too much inventory. There are a lot of people who are thinking to sell, but they haven't actually put their house in the market. But just because the inventory levels are low, that is also helping the buyers make decision because there is not too much to choose from. And inventory, there were actually 3,242 houses in the market, which is a decline of 15% compared to last year, which is very significant. Months of supply, it'll surprise you even during these COVID-19 times. It was at 3.27 months, which is 19% decline from last year. And the benchmark price for just if when you compare just August 2019 to August 2020, it was at 488,100, which is actually an increase of 1%. That might surprise you right there. Let's go to row houses. There were 216 sales, which were up by 11%. 371 new listings came, which is an increase of 3%. And there were 1,013 obviously row houses in the market, which is an increase of 3%. And months of supply was at 4.69%, decline of 7%. And the benchmark price was 272,600, which was a decline of 8%. Let's go to semi-detached. There were 141 sales, which was a decline of 12%. There were new listings, 202 new listings, decline of 26%. And inventory levels were at 549, which is a decline of 23%. So as I mentioned, that all these things that are happening are just actually helping at the same time sellers and buyers make the right decisions, just because there's not too much to choose from. So months of supply for semi-detached was at 3.89%, which is a decline of 12%. So months of supply actually is coming down, and the benchmark price was at 393,700, which is a decline of 2%. In apartment segment, there were 224 sales, which is a decline of 20%, and there were 497 new listings, which is a decline of 12%. Inventory levels were at 1,666, which is a decline of 1%, and months of supply was at 7.44%. Now, in this segment, the months of supply went up by 24%, which is quite significant. And the benchmark price was at 247,100, which is a decline of 2%. Now, when it comes to total residential, there were 1,573 sales, which is pretty much at par with last year. I believe in last year there were 1,571 sales. New listings were at 2,552, which is a decline of 9%. Inventory levels were at 6,470, which is a decline of 10%. And months of supply was at 4.11 at the average of all the categories, was a decline at 10%. And the benchmark price was at 420,800, which is a decline of 1%. And you can pretty much see actually that the it is pretty much at par in in average when you compare all the categories. But in detached homes, it went up about 5%, and in row houses, it went up about 11%. If you have any question and if you want to know the stats for your community, please give me a call. And thanks for watching. And I hope you stay safe. Take all the precautions that'll help you. There's only one thing that I wanted to say about COVID-19, and especially in Alberta, there where we have more cases per capita than any other province. I think we just need to be a little more careful about what we do. So please stay safe. Thank you very much.